Tonight on the Mindy Project After Show, Season 4, Episode 18, Mindy finds something out about her family. Is Danny gonna accept what she does? Find out next!
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin!
Oh yeah! Welcome everybody to another Mindy Project After Show at AFTERBUZZ TV. I am Cameron Lewis at The Only Cam Chef, Twitter, Instagram. To my left, as always,
What's up, everybody? You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at April Whisenhant.
Hey guys, I'm Lindsey Miller. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Rockin' Mama Life. I cannot get my...
what's happening, Rockin' Mama?
Oh, no.
What
Well,
happened?
I decided my forearms were chilly, so I'm buttoning my shirt.
May I insist?
I got
I
it.
think everything's throwing us off tonight because we're in a taller table environment.
Dexterity issues.
There's so many chairs.
There's a lot of chairs. Height is
I feel so
happening
not
right now.
grounded.
Yeah.
Like my feet are dangling like I'm a 14-year-old.
Good
yeah,
point.
a little bit. So 18 episodes into the 4th season. This is pretty big stuff. I really liked this episode.
Me too.
It was a fun one.
I was
it
a
was
big fan.
so funny. They all are.
This one I chuckled more than usual, I think.
Me too.
Me too, a little bit. I feel like we've started. There's a little bit of breathing room now. Right?
It's been really intense, like the past couple episodes, like 10 episodes.
The past 4 seasons.
The past, like, whole season.
I have to ask y'all first thing, though.
What?
Okay, do you still feel the same way about Mindy and Jody?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
thought you were going to say no.
No.
I was like, surely they'll say no.
Absolutely.
I love
Okay.
Jody so much now.
I do too.
No, I do too, but I feel like they're going in a different direction. Or maybe that's what I'm picking it up
absolutely
on.
not.
So, do you want them? So, are they going in a different direction, or is this like
No,
your own
I
personal?
think this is all like roundabout. I mean, like she invited him. It's just so textbook writing for it to have that moment where they both realize, or one of them realizes, wait a minute, he's been there all along, or she's been there all along.
Or like,
and
I'm jealous that he's going on
You know
dates
what I
with this
mean? Like
girl.
it just. I think that it's very much set up for that moment.
True.
Okay.
But I felt like whenever he started texting that other girl, I think this is the moment that I was like, ooh, maybe they're not gonna directly. Well, of course they're not gonna directly do it, but
He's
when
not
she just
gonna
kind of like,
stay with somebody who's not gonna have sex with him.
No, for
it's
sure.
Jody.
Jody, no.
it was when Mindy
No
walked
way.
off. Like she didn't even care. She was like, oh, okay. But it's so obviously it's new, but I don't know. They weren't throwing the chemistry out with the two of them tonight.
But it also-
wait, with Mindy and Jody, or are you
Yeah.
talking about Jody? Okay, yeah.
No, but I
will
also-
agree with that, April.
I think they have a chance at like a legitimate relationship, and it will never work like if it's your first relationship out from a serious relationship. So I
True.
think they have to realistically give it room so that that relationship can live.
Yeah, I think so.
Makes sense.
I really do like Jody so
do
much now,
too.
though.
I do too.
Like I feel like he is one of the stronger characters that they're writing jokes for now.
Yeah.
Even when she's like, do you think of me as an Indian woman? He's like, no, I think of you as a white man.
Yeah. It's great.
The funniest freaking
White
thing ever.
man.
I know.
There was so many one-liners tonight. I tried to write down
There
a
were
few of
so
them.
many.
I'm gonna pull up
April,
my notes.
you normally write down the lines, right?
Yes.
We start the episode. Mindy's going on a blind date. Who she says is her first date with an Indian guy.
I'm
Yeah.
not surprised by that.
You're
But I
not.
thought she. No, okay, I could be making sense.
I was confused by some stuff in this episode though, because didn't Danny go to India to like?
Well, she just said she hasn't been to India.
Yeah, Danny went, but she. I don't think she's gone.
I think her parents were just there visiting.
Okay.
But it still
But it's like,
seems
how would
pretty,
you
like-
not know what area of India your parents are from if you
Yeah.
sent how would Danny know where to go? If I don't know, there's a couple holes in
It was the magic of
No.
television.
there was a couple holes
I don't
in
know
this story.
how where they live. But I mean, of course they live in America now, or they have for a long time. I think
Yeah.
when Danny visited them, they were there visiting too. But I don't know.
Yeah.
And she didn't know like about the ritual, the 1-year-old ritual. But
That I buy.
She
I mean,
did. Yeah,
there's, like,
she
a
didn't know
lot
about.
of
There's a lot of things she
hubbub.
didn't seem to know about. I buy the 1-year ritual, but
I think if you went through it yourself, then you end up knowing. Because like through stories that you've heard your entire life, like we all know. Well, I guess girls don't really go through that much besides like a baptism if you're Christian.
Yeah.
But I mean, we all know the ritual for Christian boys.
Yes.
So
Yes, a little snip of the tip.
what she talks about tonight, she's like, oh, that was one of my favorite
The way
lines.
you tiptoe around that.
And not until the end of the episode, of course, but when she's like, he's like, where is Leo's hair? She's like, well, where is Leo's foreskin? He's like, it's in a locket around Ma's neck with mine. You know that.
What the hell?
So wrong.
She would keep that in the locket, though.
I did really like
wrong.
this is a funny term, so to speak. This blind date what was his name? Neil, right? The guy that Mindy goes out with.
Yeah.
He calls her a coconut.
I've heard that before.
You have?
In like a
have
joking
not.
setting, of course.
It's kind of offensive. Yeah.
Yeah, but I like that they, we've talked about all season how they're just like going for it with the jokes.
Yeah.
I like that they make that joke. Now, it would probably be different if it was like someone of a different race saying it,
Yeah,
but the
yeah.
fact that it's
Yeah.
an Indian, I think it's
I love that
equally
her
hilarious.
dad was like, oh, that's clever.
Yeah.
Cadbury egg also works. Or something like that. I was like, oh, I love it. It's just, for some reason that really.
We do find out Danny wants to take Leo to Italy, and I will say, up until this point, I've been okay with. I've liked Danny off and on, and it's been okay with me. For whatever reason, I'm watching the show. Danny says, I want to take Leo to Italy, and I'm like,
You're like not okay with him taking him to Italy?
No, I'm like whatever about that. But in terms of his character, I was like, I'm kind of over it.
We haven't seen him in a while. I feel like there's no connection to him anymore because he's been so.
That's probably it.
He's been so MIA. I
Yeah.
mean, even when he was integral to the storyline, he was missing because he was
Yeah.
filming, and we haven't seen him in forever, except for essentially walk-ons at this point.
We're
That's
not
what it
able to
seems
like
like.
see him enough to really
Care.
feel his character anymore at this point. Which,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not his fault. He's doing great things, of course. Chris Messina is anyway. But, I mean,
And
I
I still don't know
definitely
what
miss his
Danny
character.
is doing.
When we last saw
Chris
him, he
Messina's
was
doing
kind of
great
a
things, but like,
douche.
what's that?
When we last saw him, he was kind of a douche too.
He's
So
kind
it's
of a
like,
douche.
yeah.
And what is he doing for money right now? How is he
Well, he's
supporting
working.
Leo? But what is he where?
I mean, I don't think we know where, but I assume he got another job as an OBGYN. That is his profession.
I
I
hope.
don't know.
I mean, I don't think they've really addressed it. I just know he quit and he said he wanted another job. But I really wanted him to ask Mindy to go to. I wanted him to be like, "You want to go?"
Do you want to go with us?
Yeah,
Yeah.
No.
but he didn't.
He
I guess
didn't.
it would be kind of weird if she did, but I don't know. I thought that was going to be a thing. Actually, I'm going to make that a prediction that the season's
You're
going to
gonna
end
predict
with
it now?
him asking her to go to Italy, and maybe she says no because she's into Jody. I'll throw y'all that bone, but I don't know.
I'm not with you on that one.
I don't know.
I
think
don't
he
think
could
she's gonna
ask.
go.
I think it's
I
just,
don't think she'll go,
I
but I
just
think he might
like
ask.
Jody so much now that I think he's
do too.
replaced Danny in my heart.
I find him charming.
I know, April, that is
What?
controversial, but I feel it's the truth.
Mum's the word.
I don't know.
Come on, April. He's a man of your land.
Hey, by the
know,
way, Morgan hooking up with Chelsea again.
Oh, not okay ever.
Oh, what she
Hook
said.
up
What
with
was
somebody
going
on the
on?
couch while you're babysitting for someone else's child. I get it if you're married and you gotta fit it in when you can fit it in. But if you are
Turn the
babysitting
laundry
for
machine
somebody
on.
else's child and they are sleeping in the next room of a small apartment, it is never okay.
No, definitely
okay.
not.
So
New
wrong.
York apartment, yeah.
So wrong.
I love when she said, she was talking about the first time that they ever hooked up, and she's like, you left a permanent gray stain on my bed sheets. Because if you have all white sheets and if you don't wash them, they get a little gross. He's like, I was really sick whenever that first happened.
So gross.
He's like, but I'm all better now.
God, I just want nothing more
kind
than
of
Morgan
works,
to
though.
find
It
somebody,
does.
But
though.
they kind of work. Like, that's all I kept thinking of was when you guys were like, Morgan needs to find somebody. I'm like, Morgan's really gross. It's got to be somebody really special.
Yeah.
I think she's somebody really special. I mean, she's
hot.
a weirdo.
Yeah.
But but Morgan's not like.
But he's a weirdo, right?
He's a weird, but he's
Oh,
like
no, it's
not
totally normal.
unattractive. I mean, I am not attracted to him, but like a large amount of my disinterest in Morgan is because of his character and
Yeah.
who
Did you
repulses me.
see Sisters
No.
with Tina Fey and
Oh, he
April?
lost a ton of weight, got ripped.
Yeah.
He looked good.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah.
like, he has the makings of somebody who could be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it kind of works because they're both a little bit of cray-cray.
Yeah. It's like how he and whenever Julia Stiles played the hoarder, they worked perfectly because she was a little off, but actually she was too off for him. So he broke up with her. But that's why this girl works for him. Yeah, a tad.
Julia.
Before we move on, I want to tell you guys about a little show
Please
called
tell
What
us.
show?
The Bachelorette.
I can't wait.
I've never heard of it.
this?
I've never heard of it.
It's a great show.
Lindsey. On The Bachelor, Ben told JoJo he loved her, but her fairy tale ending crashed straight to the ground when he said he loved someone else more and sent her away with a broken heart. It was the most dramatic Bachelor finale ever. Well, been there, done that. Get it? ABC Monday, May 23rd, JoJo is back as the new Bachelorette. The stunning fan favorite from Texas is leaving her heartbreak behind, going from Ben to 26 new men, all hoping to be the one to make her happily ever after finally come true. Are the guys here for the right reasons? Will they make a connection? And will JoJo finally get the happy ending she's always wanted? The surprises start night one as the guys try to grab her attention right out of the limo to get that coveted first impression rose. A new epic journey of romance, man tears, and drama is about to begin. The Bachelorette premieres at a special time, Monday, May 23rd, 9/8 Central on the ABC network. Be sure to check it out there.
So soon. I'm so excited.
Very quick.
You know, Mindy
watch the
has
show?
got to be a huge fan of The Bachelorette.
God.
I think
right
Danny
away.
would go on The
She
Bachelorette.
I do
literally, she'd be the best. Oh my
she would.
God.
She'd be
That
like,
sounds
"You-
so awesome.
You suck. No roast for you.
Like just offending people.
I was happy to see in this episode, this week's episode of the Mindy Project, to see Brother Lahiri back.
yeah,
Me too.
yeah.
Rishi.
Rishi.
I love when he's like, she's like, am I not Indian? And he's like, you think you're white and I think I'm black. We sort of skipped the middle. It's like, oh.
It's the best. I really hope that he becomes part of the
I
show
like
more
him,
often.
little
I do too.
secretary rapper.
That's what he said. Secretary or receptionist / rapper / beat maker. I don't know what he said, but it was so funny.
I think it was funny. Mindy calls Neil, who she went out with, and he says, "Listen, I'm not interested. I made that very clear." And she says, "Well, I just want to learn more about my Indian heritage. That's all." She's like, "I'm not even into dating you."
She wanted to prove that she wasn't
wanted to
a
prove.
coconut.
Right.
She,
She
wanted
wasn't a
to prove
coconut.
That she like knew about being Indian.
So this is what brought about her going over
Yes.
for, I guess, would you call it a dinner party?
Yeah, it was a dinner party.
right?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't the ceremony yet. That was later on.
No.
Yeah.
She went to a dinner party. It was the first
Jody.
time hanging out with like Indian people.
Oh, that's one of my other
God.
favorite lines. Let me pull it up really quick.
Jody at this party was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh,
be the
he was
only
so
white
funny.
person.
No, when she says, she's talking to Neil and she's like, "Oh, Indian people, cool. Like AP calculus. All right, I'm in."
Which, by the way, I was in AP calculus.
And you're not
so
Indian.
I'm very, very white. But then again, so is everybody in my high school. So I'm not sure that's a fair.
There you go. That's all right.
At this party, though, we learned about the whole tradition of shaving a baby's head
Right.
about a year in, which I never knew about before.
I didn't either. It's like pushing the bad past lives out of them so they can start
Kinda
anew.
neat.
I thought so too. I've never heard of that.
I think
I'm
I'm a
not
little late to
either.
the game, but I might try it.
You're
Yeah.
gonna just shave your head.
Well, I could use it, freshen up,
Yeah.
restart.
There
you
you
never
go.
know.
I love the priest who tells her in English that he only speaks.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, "I only speak Hindu," or whatever, however he said
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's a cute.
And he's
Speaking English as you say this.
the #1 rated.
Indian priest on.
Yes, I was like, "Oh, I'm
On
gonna forget
Yelp.
what he's." Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Very
look him up
important.
on Yelp.
I
See if I can
don't
find
think you'll
him.
find him on there.
Meanwhile, by the way, I forgot to even mention this. Behind the scenes, Jody and Morgan were kind of interested in the same girl, who is Lauren Cohen
They are killing it with the guest
from
stars.
The Walking Dead,
Last week from The Office, this week The Walking Dead.
who, by the way, is great at hiding her accent. She's actually has an English accent.
Today, there were a couple lines where I was like, "Ooh, you want to sound English right
yeah,
there."
yeah, there was a few.
But she killed it, of course. I mean, I don't know if y'all watch The Walking Dead, but she
don't.
has to straight up like talk like
Yeah,
this.
super
And she
Southern.
normally talks like this, so it's got to be hard.
And then this was somewhere in the middle. This was no accent.
This was this.
Yeah. But so Morgan's first interested in her. He said he finally gets her work email address. Says, I emailed her 50 times.
I'm going to email you right now.
Why would you give somebody your work email? Like, if they were a creeper, I don't know that I would give them my work email.
Because then they would know where you work, then they could come to your work, or maybe send you something fun
like,
at
your
work.
employers monitor that, and you're sending some crazy, like, your work email. I mean, Lord knows what Morgan's going to send her via email.
So that was definitely Ashley's rejection, right?
Yeah.
Giving the work email.
But
Well,
he
she made it obvious, but...
was going to clearly email her.
You know, he doesn't take no for an answer.
Which I respect, but also she clearly on some level wanted to go out with him, right? Because she did.
Well, she ended up saying yes after the 50
Yeah.
emails.
Yeah. Maybe for her own safety, I don't know.
I would say yes after 50 emails. Or no, I would probably just block the email. Let's be real.
Yeah, I would block the email and perhaps get a restraining order.
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea. So Jody ends up going out with her, finds out, hey, she's abstinent, and he's somewhat disinterested. But later on, we see
he walked away. He's
Yeah,
not
he's like,
someone
straight up
there.
walked
He was
away.
like, once the motor gets running, I can't let it stop or something, and walks off.
I'm just trying not to throw too much shade at Jody because I'm just.
Oh, I thought
I
it was
love him
hysterical.
so much.
I love Jody too. I'm a fan.
But yeah, so Mindy ends up wanting to have her own ceremony at the apartment. She wants to shave Leo's head. This is a problem because obviously Danny's going to have some sort of reaction about it. I loved this scene though. This scene where she's holding Leo and he's freaking out and crying, and Morgan feels very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And Jody's like, what is going on? This was a really funny setup.
Babies
was
cry
funny.
during stuff like that.
Yeah.
Though. Like, I didn't, maybe it's, I mean, I'm not a mom, but maybe it's just like the motherly instinct, I guess. I was like, oh, of course he's going to be crying right now. Like,
Yeah.
that's a natural thing for him to cry through.
Yeah,
I
even
think
like
if it's-
baptisms and stuff.
Yeah, I
like
like a lot of babies cry at baptisms, but I think it's one of those things where if you really believe in it, then you're like, oh, it's okay. And I think it was an issue. She was doing this to try to prove something.
Right. to
And she
other
didn't
people.
really believe in it. So then when somebody's literally kind of torturing your baby, you know, I equate it to like circumcision.
Yeah.
If circumcision's important to you, I mean, that is a horrifying. Our son was circumcised and we could not be there. We like brought him to the doctor and we were like, call us when it's over, cannot be in the room. Like, it's a horrible, horrible experience to witness. And our doctor was like, don't be here. You do not want to be here. Especially to my husband, because he was like, you just, no man wants to see that happen.
His face right now.
I mean, it's quite brutal.
Yeah.
But if you believe in it and it's something that you know, like if you have a brisk and it's like a big ceremony, it's usually in a house and it's with like the rabbi or whatever, like it's something that you believe in, then it's like, okay, I
well, because
guess.
you know, like the baby
interesting.
isn't gonna remember it,
Right.
And it's temporary.
cultural,
well,
and
obviously,
it's-
shaving your head doesn't hurt, but you know, in Christian terms, it's gonna hurt them for a second. They're never gonna remember it, but it's gonna be a huge, very important thing for the
Right.
rest of their life.
But like if you didn't believe in it, like why would you do that to your kid kind of thing?
Yeah.
So it's like you've got this baby and you're doing all this stuff to them and you don't really
nothing.
believe in it. Then
So
it's
was
like,
was
why?
Mindy in the wrong then for doing it? Wanting to do it?
I get it. I mean, like, she is
She's in it, right?
Indian. I think she, or, you know, as the episode went on, it does seem like she wants to know more about her Indian heritage and learn about it. But, you know, maybe she didn't have the greatest intentions at first, but she also, I get it at the same
I
time.
don't think it was bad intentions. I think it's, you know, when you have kids, you realize a lot of things matter more than you thought they did. And I think she never thought about like her heritage and any of that until she realized, wait a minute, you know, my kid is going to grow up thinking that he's Italian and not have any connection to India or my heritage because I don't know any of it. So I should probably maybe try to put some of this in his life too. And I think it maybe was too much.
Yeah.
I like that whole idea that of having that in this episode though, because I feel like this is something that's more and more common to have happen, especially in this generation. So that brings the question: was Mindy in the wrong for not saying anything to Danny about?
She sent him
shaving
an
the head?
invitation.
She invited him. I think she probably should have said, like, hey, this
What it
is
was
what's
for.
going to happen. Because I know, like, or whenever I was young, like, I got my ears pierced. If my dad didn't know about that, he would have flipped out, which getting your ears pierced is a little different than cutting hair, sure.
Yeah.
But, like, it's one of those things where if it's a major change to your small child's body, then you tell the other person.
But on the other hand, I mean, two things. One, the first haircut's like a big deal no matter what, whether it's
Yeah.
cultural or not. Like, my husband was really upset when we got our son's haircut, and I was like, kid can't see out his face. But like, it's like a big deal for some people, and I was like, cut it off, you can't see.
Yeah.
But then on the other hand, I could see where she would be like, this is the ceremony. I've sent you what it is, and if you want to know more about it, like, Google it.
Yeah.
You know, like,
True that.
you could take the initiative to find out what the ceremony, because I don't know, if I got a Evite to a party for a ceremony with my child, I would want to know what the heck the ceremony
Yeah.
was about. I would look it up, or I would ask. And Danny didn't do either of those things, obviously. So I don't think the blame's on Mindy. It's like, why didn't Danny, when he got the invitation, say, hey,
I
what
mean,
is
she
this?
could have, the invitation subject line could have said shaving Leo's head instead of.
But that's not the...
You know what I mean?
But, like, Danny also could have been like, what is this ceremony you're doing with our son?
Yeah.
Like,
I guess
don't
it
know.
seems like something she should have asked him even before an invitation was sent out. But I also get
Regardless
it.
of what was-
I get it because they're not together too. So it's like there's no perfect thing. But I know like my mom still does have a lock of my baby hair.
Oh, yeah,
from
I
my
have
first
Avery's hair.
haircut. So
Yeah.
it's important, but they both should ask, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
But they're not together, so
Danny ended up not being that pissed off about it,
Yeah.
surprisingly.
Well,
which
because when she explained
April was
it,
super happy about.
yes, I'm like, oh.
but I don't think anything romantic is going to happen between them. I think this is the start of them learning how to co-parent in a
but-
smart way.
I know I was getting excited in the sense that like, oh, everyone's gonna think that he's gonna like flip out and be so crazy, but he was like, okay. He actually
Yeah,
I
listened.
totally thought he was
Reasonable.
going to.
It's
No, I
nice.
thought
He listened and he was like, okay, you make good points.
I definitely thought
All
he was
right.
gonna be pissed.
Which is, I mean, he's done like what, once ever? So it seemed like they're giving him a little bit of growth.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Clearly, I'm
You're
very
just super excited
But again,
about
I
this right
still
now.
think just like in the vein of Mindy Project, I think that they really try to show what's modern and what's real. And I
sure.
think co-parenting is, one in two, probably more marriages end in divorce now. And there's a lot of families that co-parent really well. And they,
Yeah.
they didn't work romantically for whatever reason, and they are able to raise their kids in like a non-traditional way,
Yeah.
where the kids still feel loved and safe and protected. And I think that the Mindy Project has a real great opportunity to show some integrity in that type of parenting and co-parenting, because you don't see it a lot on TV.
I'm actually surprised that Mindy and Danny are getting along as well as they are, considering, I mean, they didn't tell us like what the passage of time was from when she found the lipstick to the next episode, I
Yeah.
guess. I mean, we know like some time passed, but
Well, now he's a year, right?
yes,
yeah, just
Right?
yeah,
Almost
yeah.
a year, because
Yeah.
that's when they do the ceremony. So, I mean, some significant time has passed.
because I wonder,
Yeah.
he was like, what, 6 months then? Something like that?
Probably, yeah, I think 5 or 6 months. Yeah.
Yeah. He's such a, I hope they keep his baby though. He's
keep
so
The
cute.
baby actor.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
So
He's
cute.
perfect.
Probably
Yeah.
like triplets, or they usually
Oh,
have
yeah.
They usually like get the quad mom
as many
to come in. And,
multiple children as they can.
It looks like they actually shaved that spot on his head, though, too. You know, at
It
first
did
when they
kinda look
just
like it.
shaved the one part, I'm like, oh, what mom agreed
Probably
to let
got
them
a
do
bump
that?
It
and
did
pay
kinda
for
look
that
like it.
one.
We have just a few more minutes, but do you all think that Jody and Ashley, which is Lauren Cohen's character, do you think they're going to end up dating a long time? I know we already
Nah,
hinted
I think
this
they'll
earlier.
date.
anywhere.
I think they'll date, but I don't think it'll be anything long
Nah.
term.
And I think
Going
ultimately
anywhere.
Jody's going to need sex.
Yeah.
And I don't think, I think they'll end up breaking up because
Yeah.
neither of them are going to bend.
Right. Well, she says just because she can't have sex doesn't mean she can't do other stuff.
She
But I
says,
don't
what
think
is the
that's
line?
gonna be-
I can hold more
Can
than
hold
your
more than
hand
your
or
hand,
something.
yeah.
Right. I don't think that's gonna be enough for him in the long run.
I mean,
Yeah,
clearly
I mean,
that isn't
he's-
enough for like 90% of like, I don't know, high schoolers out there.
Right.
So I don't think it's going to be enough for Jody.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, there's,
No.
there's a reason why
absolutely.
men ask for more. So,
I love this after show.
This is a fun after. We should. I think we had a
I'm like, we
comment.
should do this more often.
We had a comment last week on YouTube, something about us being like The View.
I saw that.
It was perfect.
We
Thank
can,
you
we
for
can be all
commenting.
over the place sometimes, but we try.
Yeah,
we
though.
still talk about the story.
it's all of our conversations.
We
are
talk about what
loosely
matters.
based in the Mindy Project.
Yeah.
It's a comedy.
God. Hey, speaking of the Mindy Project, why don't we do some quick news and gossip?
Yeah.
Oh. Who's got it?
I have it very quickly. It's a news bit that the show was officially picked up for a season 5.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Were you?
Yes.
There it is.
I was not.
No.
You were not?
I didn't know.
You didn't know?
I've been in
Isn't that exciting?
That's really exciting.
Are you happy about this,
I'm
Lindsey?
super happy about it.
They're already
so-
writing for it and everything.
What?
Yeah. They sent us an
Amaze
email.
us.
They said, hey, do you have any ideas?
Yeah. Well, when we said watch the after show, we've
Yeah.
got many.
I was like,
We've got many tips for you.
I was like, hey, Jody. That's all I said.
What up?
Yeah.
Jody's the idea.
Yeah.
And
Anyways.
strong co-parenting between Mindy and Danny.
Yeah. Very exciting stuff, though. We're very happy about the renewal. Any final thoughts on tonight's episode?
I think we got it all. I predict Danny's gonna ask her, but I don't think she'll go.
Ask her to go to
Italy.
Italy. Okay.
Yes.
Not for marriage.
I think
again.
that'll be no. I think that'll be like end of the season
I don't
finale,
think
something
so.
like that. Though you don't think he'll ask?
No, but I will point out, I love at the end when she's like, oh, by the way, I have the lockets of hair for you, and I need you to just swing by the game juice and throw it in while you're in
My dad's supposed to do that.
It's on the way.
Yeah.
It's on the
Pop over
way.
to India and just scatter the
They're
hair.
doctors. He's got plenty of.
We don't know if he has a job. He might have plenty of time to do this, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's taking a month to go to Italy.
There you
He's
go.
got it. All right, Lindsey, tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me on social media at Rockin' Mama Life.
And y'all can find me on Twitter and Instagram at April Whisenhant.
You can find me at The Only Camshaft, Twitter and Instagram tomorrow night. The Popcorn Talk Network. Guilty Movie Pleasures. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Bye. See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.